Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pearl's Politics. All right, listen, it's been a hard day's night, and
Oh
I've
yeah.
been working like a dog.
Hmm.
It's been 3 hard days, y'all, this week at
Yeah.
night. Hi,
Hmm.
Sandra. Thanks so much for joining in tonight.
What's up, Sandra?
Please share the show because we got some information that people need to know. Because we
Mm.
got some SSI cutoffs coming to people on Social Security, their disability, and we got some new laws that took effect already, effective July 1st here for our state of Tennessee. And I'm going to tell people what those are because what the judge will tell you if you get in trouble is that ignorance of the law is not a justification. You're
Yeah.
supposed to keep up with what you can do, what you can't do, and what the law is. But hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome. Now, we're going to talk about funny video clips on international news. Okay. That's done with AI. There's this company that's on YouTube called Make AI Great Again.
Mm.
And they're the ones that make these funny cartoons, and they are really hilarious. Okay, so
Hmm.
make sure you stick with us till the end. And we know it's the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Everybody's out shopping for fireworks.
Uh-huh.
But I gotta tell y'all this: Happy 4th of July, and keep those buns safe.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Did you see what I did there? Keep
Hmm.
keep those buns safe,
Yeah.
like hot dog buns, but your
Yeah.
buns.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, let's get started.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing I want to talk to y'all about is SSI cutoffs. Listen,
Mm.
I've been trying to warn these people that's on disability, all these old folk particularly, but I know it's some middle-aged folk too, and some young folk that get an SSI disability check, right?
Yeah.
Well, them folks been dancing on Facebook, TikTok, boots on the ground. And I've been trying to warn them that boots on the ground gonna get them cut off of the SSI disability. They have an undercover um, department
Yeah.
under what Elon Musk left, Doge,
Yeah.
that are trolling the media, the social media platforms, looking at all these folks dancing and whatever it is they doing physically, because they're gonna use that evidence against them when they take them and pull them out for Social Security, because their claim is this: is that if you can dance and move like that, then you're not disabled, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you expect a judge to disagree when the judge see the video of you doing boots on the ground and shaking your hips and your
Mm.
ribs and arms and fan and legs? Judge gonna say, "Well, you don't look that disabled to me."
Yeah.
I've been telling them, I've been warning them for 2 months, but they still trying to go viral.
Yeah.
I have to ask you the question, Tim, what's more important? Trying to go viral on a social media platform or getting your monthly disability check?
Well, for me it would be getting the check, but for a lot of people, um, the egos and like you say, trying to go viral, um, people are willing to put it at risk
They're
because
not, and a lot of them not even thinking about it.
no, they're not. But like you say, they're putting a lot on the line because it only takes one review of a video that you did to go against you.
Because the camera don't lie.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't say, "Well, I was just feeling good that day."
No,
No,
no, no, no,
not the
no.
way boots on the ground make you move.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
If you move like that, you've been feeling like that a lot of days.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I just want to tell y'all, please be aware of that, okay? Now, for the local news, The state of Tennessee has enacted some new laws,
Okay.
and I want y'all to know what these laws are. And I'm going to try to share the screen while talk to you about this so you can kind of see it for yourself. Now, I hope I can make it big enough because the thing about it is it's going to affect a lot of people. Okay. And they might not even know what it is. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read. Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
You see that good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Several new laws will take effect in Tennessee. Well, they've already taken effect because July the 1st is gone, including measures related to cell phone use in schools,
Uh-huh.
and voting license exams,
Mm-hmm.
penalties for drunk driving. A whole lot of y'all need to know about that. And new legislation uh, according to, regarding the regulation of lab grown meat, increased penalties for exposing children to certain substances. In other words, y'all better stop smoking marijuana in the house around them kids, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All businesses accountable for criminal activity on their premises. And before I tell y'all the list, I just want to focus on that exposing children to certain substances.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these parents, especially young parents, they don't realize you smoke marijuana in the house around your kids.
Mm-hmm.
That smell get on the kids' clothes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they go to school, the teacher can smell that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and from now on, in fact, with July the 1st, you're gonna start reporting your kids that they smell like marijuana.
You're right.
Okay. So y'all best get y'all act together. All right. Let's start with the cell phone restriction in school.
Okay.
So public schools now are going to be required to implement policies limiting cell phone use during instructional time, with exceptions for educational purposes, emergencies, and health management. All right. So in
What
other words,
what
when the
grade is that for?
that's for everybody,
Is it? I thought
all all public schools,
yeah, from what grades though?
1 through 12.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought it was one okay, go ahead.
No, that's for pre-K all the way up to 12th grade.
Mm.
And when the teacher is teaching, they need to be paying attention. That's the reason why they can't write, they can't read, and um, and I know exactly what I'm talking about because I'm one of the many that score these state exams that they take every year, and I've been doing it for 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I work from home, right?
Yeah.
So I see the results.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
You know what's weird about this? I don't think that well the children will have a problem with it, but I think the parents are gonna have even a bigger problem with it.
Yeah. But they
You know?
say except for emergencies, but see, the
Who
kind of emergencies they talking about probably is going to be if something happens to the child.
oh,
Then and because if something happens, like the parent, at home or at work or something like that,
yeah.
the parent have to call the principal's office. In other words.
Oh, like they used to do in the old day
Like
before
they
the
used to
phone.
do in the old days before
Uh-huh.
telephones. That's right. You gonna call that school or you gonna have to go up there.
Ah, okay.
And this is a stiff already in effect. When they go back from this holiday, from the summer vacation rather, back to school, it's in effect. So ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Oh, that's gonna be a big one.
I
Oh yeah.
know. It'll be on the news. Parents clowning like a
Yep.
fool.
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right, Education Freedom Scholarship Program. The state will empower families to choose the right to education fit for their children through the Tennessee Education Freedom Scholarship Program. Well, what does that do? In other words, the parents will have more choice now to choose like a charter school or a private school,
That's
or
good.
even homeschool.
That's a
Okay,
good one. Yeah, that's a good one right
that's
there.
a real good one.
Hmm.
Public safety.
Oh boy,
They
here we go.
don't tell you how much. They just say penalties for drunk driving would be increased. Now, what that means by them not telling you how much,
It's a
that
lot.
means that they can put anything they want to put on there.
Yeah,
For Johnny, it might be $150, but for Charlie over here, it might be 500. That means that they got the freedom to slap as much fine on you as they want to. That's not too good because it
yeah,
need to be a uniform set amount.
it should. It
And I
should.
think it has always been in the past a
Yeah,
uniform set amount, but now they're fixing
yeah.
it to where they can put in charge of anything they want to charge it.
Yeah, and I just want to say another thing. Times have changed. You really don't have to drink and drive because we have Ubers that you can use.
Mhm.
That's more safe. I
Mhm.
understand way, way, way back in the day,
Right.
where people would do it, without a second thought. But now you really don't have an excuse really to be uh, driving intoxicated.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
No.
And some of them need to have a big fine slapped on them because they've already been charged 3 or 4
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
and they still driving drunk. You see what I
Yeah.
mean? All right. Uh-oh. Here where the fun comes in. New driving penalties for teen bullies. Oh, a law expands on previous legislation defining bullying and cyberbullying. That means talking about somebody on the
On the computer.
on the social media sites like they do,
Uh-huh.
shaming folks, and
Uh-huh.
allows for first time offenders. In other words, first time you used to be able to get off, but now they changed it now. For the first time you do this, you're gonna receive a restricted license for school, work,
Ooh.
and church.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You can't drive nowhere but to school, work, and church.
Oh man.
So
That
they
changes a lot
definitely,
because that's what these kids do, and as well as the adults.
yeah, because the
Cyberbullying.
adult, the kids learning from their parents. Where you think they get it from?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So from now on, they can't be out at night driving, bullying nobody. And if they bully them on social media,
Yeah,
they still gonna get a restricted license.
that's right.
And that's
That's a
good.
big one right there.
I like it. I
Yeah,
really.
because it's making them be accountable and watch what they're putting out. Yeah,
Not only the kids, making those parents take responsibility too.
yeah.
Hmm. Keep an eye on them kids.
Mm-hmm.
Laser pointers. From now on, y'all think them laser pointers are fun. They look pretty in the sky. But from now on, pointing a laser at a car, boat, or aircraft is going to be a criminal offense. In other words, you're going to jail. If they catch you, you're going to jail. All right. Now we got some good news. An expansion on the Good Samaritan law. This law will be expanded to include alcohol overdoses and provide immunity for those seeking medical help for themselves or others.
Break
So,
that down.
okay, so what this means is like when somebody tries to, like a family member, try to help someone that's got an alcohol problem
Uh-huh.
and they overdose and they try to help them to bring them around or
Uh-huh.
help to take them to emergency room. And then the person that they were trying to help try to sue them over, the, taking them to the emergency room or trying to help them
Okay.
because they'll
Yeah.
say they didn't want no help, right?
Right. Right. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because like you say, if you're trying to help somebody, I know
Mhm.
of cases that I happen, especially trying to help them on the medical side. Like doing CPR, anything like that. People
Right.
have been sued for that. You're correct.
Yeah. So this is going to protect them. They're going to have immunity now. In other words, you can't sue them no more.
That's
They
good.
was only trying to save your life.
Yeah, yeah, they're just trying to help.
All right. Other notable laws: online voting license exams. Tennessee residents will be able now to take their voting safety exam online. Yay! For those of y'all who like to go voting. I'm not going. Too much water for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, regulation now on lab grown meat, and that's what we've been eating because meat
Yeah,
don't taste like meat doesn't taste like meat anymore.
no,
So here's a new regulation for Tennessee anyway.
Mm-hmm.
New rules will be established for the labeling and sale of alternative proteins. That means that these manufacturers now,
Got to put it on there.
you got to put on there what's all in that meat.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
What you, in other words, what did you do to this meat? What did you add to this meat?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Increase penalties for exposing children to certain substances. Laws will increase penalties for exposing children to substances like fentanyl or hemp derived products. What's a hemp derived product?
Marijuana.
Marijuana. Not only that, the CBC hemp, the chewables, the
Yeah.
tablets,
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah. You know what? I saw an instance like that earlier today, and it kind of hurted. It was just, I guess they were parents of African American parents, but you could
Mhm,
tell that they was on drugs, right?
mhm,
And so the lady had got out of the vehicle and went and laid in the grass. So I think the man went over there to try to get her to come back to the vehicle. In the
mhm.
process of that going on, I something told me to look to the right. So I looked to the right. It's a baby in the car.
Lord have
Not
mercy.
only is that baby in the car, the baby has a can of beer in his hand.
Oh my Lord have mercy.
Yeah, baby couldn't have been no older than about 16 months, something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
they going to jail from now from
yeah, they
now
need to impose that. Yeah,
on. All right. Now, business liability for criminal activity.
okay.
From now on, businesses are going to be held accountable for criminal activity on their premises if they enable it or ignore it. So from now on, drug selling at your business, on your parking lot, businesses, or violence,
Yeah,
fighting on your parking
we,
lot. eh,
yeah.
Now businesses
Mhm.
don't have to. Now the businesses can be sued.
That's what I was just gonna say. So if anything happened to you on their premises, you
Hmm
can sue them. I think
hmm
that's a good one too.
That is good. All right, now we get to the computer stuff.
Oh boy.
Fighting AI generated deep fakes. Now, what the heck? What the halabaloo is a
Mm.
deep fake? Anyways, a new legal framework. Let me move this out of the way. A new, there we go. A new legal framework will be established for victims of AI generated deep fakes to take legal action. I know what that is. They just brought charges against a teacher and the principal at a school here in Tennessee. In fact, it was in Memphis, I think, that this teacher had used AI to generate porn using the faces of the students from their class pictures,
Oh
photos.
nah.
Yes, that's what they're
Mm.
talking about. And so, Sassy Sandra say, wow, yeah, that happened here. It was in the state of Tennessee. I'm pretty sure it was here in Memphis too.
Okay.
It was Bartlett or Arlington or somewhere like that. But when I say Memphis, that's what I'm talking about in the Mid South area. So let
Right.
me put it that way.
Right.
So I can see why they made that law. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, here we go. Now, accepting digital vehicle registration. Law enforcement will be required to accept digital copies of your vehicle registration from now on.
Right.
So, what's your vehicle registration? That's your insurance. You
Yeah.
know, when they pull you over, you got to show proof of insurance. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people just have it on their phone because that's where when they get it from the insurance company, your insurance company sends you a digital copy. So previously, they would not accept it. They wanted to see the paperwork, the insurance, old fashioned insurance
Yeah,
card.
that's just what I got.
But, your insurance company will allow you. I do both. I have it on my phone and I do print the card out too.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
insurance company will allow you, and they will send you a card in the mail. They'll send you a cardboard card if
Yeah.
you want it. But I just print the card on printer paper and stick it into my silhouette.
Yeah.
But I also have it on my phone. I keep it on my phone as well. But
Right.
anyway, so now they're gonna make it like if you hand them your phone, you pull it up on your phone,
Yeah, it's
show
good.
it to
It's
them. They
valid.
they gotta look at it from your phone now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, it's convenient.
All right, here's a big one that everybody is barking about. Revisions to immigration policies. Local officials could face felony charges for certain immigration policies, and it will be illegal to shelter undocumented immigrants. All right, well, the Latino Hispanic community is really, really fiery about this one because they have their own private businesses and organizations
Yeah.
that help their their people, right?
Yeah.
They don't have anywhere to stay. They find somewhere to stay for them and house them, that sort of stuff. So now they're saying that um, uh, the local official could face it. So in other words, that not only are they going to hold the businesses and the individuals responsible,
Mm-hmm.
where they could face, they already said they could face it. We already know that they've been talking about that for the past 30 days. But effective July 1st, now they are talking about the mayor, the city mayor, the county mayor, the DA, any any local official,
Yeah.
politician. That if they find out that you allow it, because see, the Trump administration made this immigration policy that n- uh, they call them sanctuary states, sanctuary cities, sanctuary states.
Yeah.
Well, we know that Bill Lee is a Republican. Our governor here is Tennessee is a Republican. So you got to do whatever Donald says. So no point in going asking Bill to not please do that and don't go along with it. But that's what they doing. They're protesting. They're writing letters here, writing
Yeah.
letters there. But the Trump administration says, if your city is a sanctuary city, you paying money to house, your city in it. Any of your city money is helping to house or hide or shelter illegal immigrants,
Yeah.
then you're gonna face some felony charges. That's just it.
Yeah.
Sandra say that's right, Timothy.
Yeah, you know what I'm disappointed at? I'm disappointed because they don't have anything that goes in fix pertaining to the police officers after that criminal activity that took that young man's life.
Well, that
Terry.
probably will come after that big lawsuit.
Uh-huh.
Because see, the city of Memphis thinks that they're gonna get off of the lawsuit simply because they got off of the federal charges. But see,
Mm-hmm.
it's a civil lawsuit that's coming up.
Right.
And you can't lose. You can't. They're not going to win that civil lawsuit because a civil lawsuit is different from a prosecutorial lawsuit. A civil lawsuit is based on the Civil Rights Act and they cannot go against that. Ben Crump is attorney on that. He's a specialist,
Mm-hmm.
so they're gonna win that case. They may
Yeah.
have to settle for a lesser amount, but they may have to accept a layaway plan or something if the city don't
Yeah.
have it. But
Yeah.
the
They
city,
should.
yeah, the city. The only reason why the city was fighting is because they don't have the money.
Yeah.
And so what do? We got the money. Yeah, we looking for a way out, right?
Right.
All right. So that was the list. I think I covered everything, right?
Yeah. You got it all.
All right. So let's get to some national news. I
Okay.
got two. I got two or three serious videos to show y'all. Y'all know we just got out the Iran Israel war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this right here just came out uh a day or so ago. Check it out, y'all. Woo! You talking about Agent 007, man.
Yeah,
Spies in Iran. Iran got spies. Israel's got spies. Well,
yeah,
Israel's spy group is called the Mossad. Now, they showed the picture of one man, but he's not the whole organization. Their spy organization is called, our spy organization is called CIA,
yeah,
but theirs is called the Mossad for Israel.
yeah,
And they're the ones that plant their agents in all these different countries and assassinate people, right?
yeah.
And murder them. So Iran killed six of them. Iran caught six of them over there,
Hmm.
and executed them. And they executed. They have arrested over 700 more Israeli spies that had placed themselves over in Iran, and they
Right.
say they still looking for it. Meanwhile, Israel said they arrested three of their own citizens for
Yeah.
espionage for spying for Iran.
Yeah, they're going to tick for tack.
And you're
Hmm.
going tit for tat. That's why I say, man, this spy game. What can
It,
you what
it's
you do?
yeah, it's exciting, but it's so deadly.
It's deadly, and they just playing it like they playing a game of checkers for
They are.
fun
They
or a
are.
game of dominoes, something.
Hmm.
All right, so here's something else that is going on. Like that's why I said in our headline, Netanyahu is still in it. So, because Netanyahu is still sending spies, so he
Yeah.
ain't. And so Iran say, "Well, you sending spies over here, you breaking the daggum truce. So we got something for you. We finna lock up your spies and kill them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't blame them, all right?
No, you can't. It is all is fair in war, I guess.
In love and water. You said
Yeah. Yeah.
it. All right, here's one more. Check this one out.
I would say about 50 buildings at the Weizmann Institute got some level of impact and damage, but out of those 50, only 3 more on top of the 2 that were directly hit were seriously damaged.
Perhaps a year until the lab is up and running again with the full gear and a new place to work. However, to rebuild this amazing building, it will take about 3 to 4 years.
Iranians, with their cruel missiles launched at civilian populations, have targeted also Weizmann Institute of Science. So they did hurt buildings on campus, but I must tell you, the noises you hear are those who are coming already to repair and rebuild and research and produce and change the world for the better.
So all in all, two buildings were directly hit and got damaged significantly. I would say about 50 buildings at the Weizmann Institute got some level of impact and damage. But out of those 50, only 3 more on top of the 2 that were directly hit were seriously damaged. Currently, we have a little over 40 research groups that have lost their laboratories and offices and research space, if you like. And these are the research groups that we're finding solution for currently.
It's hard to tell. Some of the stuff that we have been doing, you can recover and regenerate. But other stuff, basically like samples, like tissue from animals, from patients, we cannot recover these. So we will have to start from the beginning. In terms of how long it will take, it really depends. I would say in average, it will take us perhaps a year until the lab is up and running again with the full gear and a new place to work. However, to rebuild this amazing building, it will take about 3 to 4 years.
All right then. So Netanyahu has had all the U.S. media, main media, and everybody up there on Trump's team and Trump telling the world that Israel wasn't damaged that much. So now the truth comes out. So
Yeah,
that should tell you right there that Netanyahu and his crazy genocidal right sided government, three stooges up there with him, have been lying since October 7th, really. Over a year and a half now about everything, because I've been watching it since October the 7th. I know, because I watched both sides of it.
hmm,
So that's why I say Netanyahu is at it again. So he's supposed to be coming to the United States, and I don't know if that's like next week or the week after, but
yeah,
we know what he's coming from. He's coming for 2 reasons. As we saw, that's going to take maybe 500, probably $1 billion for their reconstruction efforts, because that's not even counting the houses and the other businesses that got destroyed.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not even counting the 50,000 residents who had their houses destroyed. That's got to get aid, right? So
yeah,
they probably looking at anywhere from about $10 billion if they need. Israel doesn't have the money, so that's why they tell you he's gonna run to daddy again, Daddy Trump, trying to he's coming over here trying to see if he can get some money. But that's not the only reason. Watch this, y'all. Netanyahu is a crazy man. Okay, like I've been telling folks since October 7th, I said he wants to take Gaza, and if the world let him succeed in taking Gaza, he's going to go after Iran next. That's exactly what he did. Now, he's going to go after another country. Because my statement and my claim was from the very beginning, Netanyahu wants to be the ruler of the whole entire Middle East. That's the reason why he tells
yeah,
these lies on these countries to the United States. He's been telling them ever since the Iraq war, and they keep believing him. After everything we went through, from Netanyahu's lies with the Iraq war, total destruction and loss and lies for the U.S. military and the U.S. Reputation. Then we went. Then he told another lie on Pakistan. On Afghanistan, and we went over there and lost lives, lost time, and then left all the equipment over there.
Yeah,
Afghanistan got all that grade A military United States equipment, right?
yeah. Well, you know, I've
So
always looked at Netanyahu as like a dog with rabies.
he got
It's only,
rabies.
yeah,
You
it's only one.
absolutely right, Tim. But
Yeah,
he's not finished. Check this out.
nah. Hmm.
Here's the other country he's going to go after next. Check this
Okay.
out.
Well, I told him to hold there. I don't want this to be too aggressive.
Oh no, this is the I don't think I uploaded that one, did I? May have. Let me check. No, this is my funny videos coming up. But anyway, I don't think I uploaded it. But
Okay.
He's going after Pakistan now. So he's gonna run to the house. He's running to Daddy Trump to beg for some money and to tell more lies.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think he's gonna get no money.
his lies now to Trump about Pakistan, because he want to start a war with Pakistan, which is really totally crazy. That just shows that he's mentally ill. Pakistan already got nuclear weapons. They already got nuclear
Yeah,
bombs.
yeah, he can
And
run
they
it.
got a 90 million man military. How
I
the
mean,
hell
yeah.
you gonna beat that?
Well, you know, he can ask for whatever he want to ask for, but that don't mean he gonna get it. We're not taking any parts in that. We're not getting caught up in that.
Well, your buddy Trump might, cause that's his friend.
Nah,
And I can't
I don't believe it.
understand why Trump is friends with this pedophile, because he got to be gay if he allow men to have sex with men in this country, and
Well,
it's not a
well,
violation.
well. It's, you know, it's just like a lot of things. We're not privy to seeing it and knowing what things are, why they have these certain relations. But I don't believe Trump not finna give him no money. We're
We
not
don't have
getting.
any to give.
Yeah, we're not getting in that entanglement.
He
Mm-mm.
probably will though.
Nah, I
We'll
don't see
see.
it.
Oh yeah, he gonna sucker him out of stomach. He might not get all of what he's asking for, but he gonna get suckered out of stomach because the majority of the politicians in Washington are Zionists. So
Trump don't care.
and they're Republican.
Trump
So
don't care. Trump put America first. That's the
now
motto, and we stand.
Trump put Trump first. 'Cause now the only reason why he might not lend him any money is because if he can't get anything back from it.
Yeah, he
So
don't have anything we want. So what are we gonna get out of it?
well, we try
Nah,
to tell Trump that, but he don't listen. Israel
nah.
doesn't have anything to offer the United States. They
Yeah,
don't
Trump
got
and Trump
money.
is and Trump is a deal maker. You got to give him something. You ain't getting something for nothing.
Well, I guess he found he see the whole story has been for 35 years that Israel could control the Middle East to protect the enemy countries, the Middle East supposedly
Yeah,
enemy Middle East countries from attacking the United States. That's been Israel's claim for the past 35,
yeah,
45 years. But
yeah,
now they just found out with the Iran attacking Israel that Israel can't even protect itself. So how's it going to protect
yeah,
the United States?
yeah. I've heard that it also says that in the Bible about the Middle East and
Mhm.
whatnot. But yeah, Trump is a deal maker, man. If you ain't got nothing to offer or something that we can use, he can ask all he want to. It's gonna
But
be
I
on
really hope he
pay-per-view.
doesn't. Netanyahu pulled himself into this mess and he pulled
Yeah,
us into this mess. The United States, when I say us, not me, but
yeah,
the United States should have enough of Netanyahu. It's
yeah.
time. You got to, I'm like Johnny Cash. You got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. It's
Mm,
time that Netanyahu just got going out there and fend for himself. All right,
basically,
time for some funny videos, y'all. We're going to
okay.
end this on a fun note tonight. Boy, when I saw these videos, I just like cracked up. Check
Mm.
this out. We're going to start with this one. I have 6. They're very short, they're less than a minute. So let's have some fun and laugh, y'all. Here we go.
What?
Oh! Somebody! Oh!
He needs some milk.
That was really short. Got the Kayamani. Yeah,
I'm on the run.
chasing the entire you on the run. Here,
Hmm.
here's the next one out. Putin in the Kayamani dig a hole for both of them, put them in a
Yeah,
hole.
I saw that.
All right.
Yeah,
If you like boxing, let's check out this boxing match.
Not moving that well. Camille's in real trouble. Oh my goodness, you're far close to trying to close the show.
Crowd senses something could climactically happen here.
Camille hurt him. Camille hurt him bad. Oh, he's got him crazy.
yeah, that was a nice.
Iran versus Israel.
Yeah,
That was what I was going to show y'all about the U.S. joined with Israel,
yeah,
issuing the humanitarian aid food to the Gazans, and they've been shooting them when they come for aid, and they've been shooting them when they go for aid, when they
yeah,
leave.
right.
And I got a video that I'm gonna show y'all about that, but I'm not gonna show it tonight. Since I got it, and we're getting close to closing time. I got 3 more little funny ones to show y'all. Not 2 more, and then no, it's 3 more, and then I'll just save that one for next week. Okay. All
All
right.
right.
So here goes another one that's really funny. They got Kim Jong Un in that one. Did you see Kim Jong
I
Un in the
see it.
middle?
I see it.
Man, that AI is something else. Isn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we got 2 more. This is about the oil, y'all, cause you know Tehran got plenty of oil, and then tell you ain't got none.
Mm.
They were trying to steal the oil from Tehran. Let me play that one more time. It was so fast.
Nice.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, y'all. The last one about the oil is totally hilarious. Oh my God. I thought we would end there with some fun. How do they do that with that AI? I just don't know.
Oh
But they
yeah.
got the actual bodies of those people. I guess that's how that principal and that teacher got in trouble
Yeah.
doing that porn with those students. But
Yeah.
which is a shame. But
Yeah.
this is funny. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta agree. It's funny.
Yeah.
And it's truthful too.
Yeah.
Because that's all they want. That's all they want Iran for. Is all that oil. That's all they want it for. But anyway, um, I'm gonna let Tim do the closing remarks, and then I'll come back and get mine, and then we out of here.
Yeah. Well, just a wonderful show. Very informative. Informing. I'm sure that you learned something, as you always do on the Pearl Politics, because we do it like nobody else can do it.
That's right. So listen, you all have a good 4th of July, and be safe.
Yeah.
Keep your buns safe, and I'm not
Oh
talking
yeah.
about hot dog buns. Keep your
Yeah.
buns safe.
That's right.
So me, I'll be resting tomorrow, cause
Mm.
like I say, it's been a hard day's night. That's
Yeah.
from the Beatles, man.
Yeah.
Did anybody remember the Beatles in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear that. Get an amen. Yeah, Beatles will never be forgotten. All right, listen, y'all. Happy 4th. We love y'all. And that's our time. We'll see y'all next week. All right. Oh, we're not having a show tomorrow night because it's what? The 4th
Fourth.
of July holiday. We get a break. All right. We'll see y'all next week, Thursday night, Politics on Pearl
Bye.
with Mom and Son. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye.